Looks like the only heat race for the Advanced Auto Parts Street Stocks tonight. Here is who's scheduled for the heat race. On the pole, number 2, Joe Garcia. Row 1 outside, Chase Ellison in the 39. Row 2 inside, the 4T of Mike Trigg. Next to him, the 3D of Daryl Rhodes. Row 3 on the inside, he really looked strong last week, 7A Will Arnold. Equally strong, and your winner, 88, Brandon Spreen. 4th row inside, Lincoln Morris in the 73, Tommy Gurrell in the 9. And row 5 should be Dwayne Toyin by himself. Lights are out. Here we go. Green flag, green light, Advanced Auto Parts Street Stocks. Down into turn 1 and 2 they go. Quickly getting out there. Going to be the Chase Ellison car. Daryl Rhodes now catching up to him in the 3D. Had a bit of a tough go as Daryl Rhodes got caught behind a slow car last week and went from 1st to 4th fairly quickly. He doesn't want to repeat that later tonight in the main event. Oh, look at Mike Trigg. Mike Trigg blows up like a bomb going into turn 1 and 2. Absolutely killing bugs out there in Central Texas as that smoke absolutely pours out of the 4T Mike Trigg street stock. Yikes. Did not get a lap in there. Damn, we already lost 2 cars. Mike Trigg. Looks like the 48 of Dwayne Toyin wasn't able to even get the race started here tonight. That's a tough break. Mike Trigg, really strong and powerful no matter which racetrack he goes to. And you hate to see that happen right there on the first entrance to turn number 1. It just absolutely exploded into a ball of smoke. Kind of looks like London, England out there right now. Can hardly see over to turn 3. We'll get everybody lined back up correctly. The race director's already told them how to get lined back up now that we're missing cars. Total restart. Double up. Going to show them one at the line right there. Nathan Lavender manning the flags up there in the flag stand tonight. Letting them know to get doubled up as they go around here this time. Complete restart. No laps complete. 20-plus cars here tonight for the American Crate Late Models Series. Man, it's going to be fantastic racing tonight. They've already had their time trials. Will Arnold has moved up to the pole now. Had a really strong run last Saturday night, the opening night of racing. Let's kick it back into gear. Green flag, green light. Another complete start right there in front of you. Will Arnold now trying to muscle ahead and grab that lead. 39 Chase Ellison on the initial start. Grabbed that early lead. He didn't get the good restart there. Backed up to second. Here they come. First time by. Daryl Rhodes is going to have his work cut out for him as well as he sits in the 3D car. Sits in third, comes along the inside of the 39 Chase Ellison. Daryl Rhodes trying to make a run, had to back off into turn number 4. Brandon Spreen in the 88, main event winner a week ago, sitting in 4th. Got 3 good cars in front of him. Ellison trying to hold on to second. Got Daryl Rhodes challenging from 3rd. Spreen back to 4th. But Will Arnold right now trying to check out and get away from the rest of these cars. Got about a 4-car length lead coming out of turn 2. Really opening it up. There goes Daryl Rhodes now. He made the move. Coming out of turn 2, swoop to the inside of Ellison. Grabs second, Brandon Spreen. May try it again. Oh, just a little loose there. Ellison got a little loose. Not sure if there was contact there by Spreen. He held it okay. Now Spreen goes to the outside. of Ellison. Coming out of turn 2 down the back straightaway, Ellison shuffled back to 4th now. He was in 2nd a lap ago. Now he finds himself looking ahead at 3 cars in front of him. Oh, Darrell Rose now trying to take advantage of a misstep there by Will Arnold. Arnold looked like he hit a chug hole or just double clutch back there. Turn 2, Arnold with a severe mistake lets Darrell Rose go by him. Brandon Spreen goes by him, and Arnold now from 1st to 3rd in less than a half lap. Good run there by Darrell Rose. Really nice run. Brandon Spreen finishing up in 2nd. Coming up next, the Advanced Auto Parts Street Stocks getting ready to come up. 15-lap main event for the Advanced Auto Parts Street Stocks. Chase Ellison in the 39. He's on the pole. Going to have Darrell Rose next to him in the 3D. Will Arnold in the 7A, second row inside. Brandon Spreen inside row or outside row 2. Row 3, Tommy Gurrell in the 9, Lincoln Morris next to him. Row 4 is going to be the 4T of Mike Trigg. Remember earlier tonight in the heat race, he absolutely blew up going into turn 1 the first time. Hopefully he's got that figured out. He'll have Joe Garcia next to him in the 2. And then 48, Dwayne Toyin able to get out here for the main event. 15-lap main event feature race, Advanced Auto Parts Street Stocks. Brandon Spreen was your main event winner last Saturday night. Will Arnold, 7A, finished up in 2nd, and the 3D, after getting caught behind slow traffic late in the race, Darrell Rhodes finished 3rd. Mike Trigg finished 4th. All right, let's see what we got coming up here. 15-lap main event coming at you. Street Stocks headed your way, sponsored by Advanced Auto Parts. Let's see if Darrell Rose can get some redemption after the issue last Saturday night. He takes off quickly. He started up front on the outside, right next to Chase Ellison. Ellison gets shuffled back fairly quickly as Darrell Rhodes will jump out to the lead. First time by the flag stand. He's going to pull Brandon Spreen with him. Brandon looking to go 2 for 2 in the first 2 weeks of racing here at Cotton Bowl Speedway. Rhodes looking strong right now early in the race as the car starts to stretch out around Cotton Bowl Speedway. Second night of racing early in the year, still working out bugs on the car, still getting a feel for the track. A lot of veteran drivers out there, including Rhodes and Spreen and Arnold. So we got a lot of Tommy Gurrell in the 9. Dwayne Toyin been driving a long time. Just finding himself in the back of the pack. It's odd to see the 48 back there right now. Got one up in the outside wall of turn 3 and 4. Spins it around. He's back heading in the right direction. Now he needs to worry about getting out of the way. That was 73, Lincoln Morris, that got up into the outside wall. Morris got the fast movers, the front runners coming up behind him. I'm sure Darrell Rhodes learned a lesson from last Saturday night. Whoa, watch out, another solo spin. Everybody got to go low, yellow, yellow, yellow. Everybody yelling in the receivers inside the helmets to go low, go low. Okay, that's 2 solo spins, but the first one did not bring out the yellow flag, so he's okay right now. 73, Lincoln Morris. And that's what I was just thinking about right there. Last Saturday night, 7 days ago, not quite to the hour because we ran a little late last Saturday, but Darrell Rhodes was catching up to slower traffic, got caught on the low side, and the second and third place cars went around him, and Darrell did not have a good finish. He finished third because he got caught behind that slow car. Three laps complete. He sets the pace. That's Darrell Rhodes. Started right there near the Instaprint sign on the back straightaway. He knows he's got 2 heavy hitters right behind him. Will Arnold in the 7A, Brandon Spreen in the 88. As soon as I say that, Spreen goes by Will Arnold coming out of turn 2. Arnold doesn't like it, shoots up into the gap, tries to close ground. Brandon Spreen taking the outside line, coming along the outside wall, looking for any opening that he can make that pass on Darrell Rhodes. Oh! Spreen went way up there on turn 1. Didn't seem to affect him, though, as Will Arnold stays in third. Chase Ellison staying in fourth in the all-white 39 as they come down in front of you one more time. Brandon goes high up there on turn 1. Will Arnold follows him right in his footsteps for tire tracks, as it would be. No change of pace. Darrell Rhodes holding steady Freddie around the turns and down the front straightaway. Not many nicer drivers out here on the circuit than Darrell Rhodes. Big handshake, big smile, full of stories. He'll talk to anybody. Super nice guy, Darrell Rhodes in the 3D. Spreen and Arnold scratching their helmets. What do I got to do to close up and catch Darrell Rhodes? Might have to be a 100-lap race for that to happen, but thankfully it's not. Rhodes goes slowly. I've noticed the last couple of laps, he gingerly goes into turn 3. Folks catch up, but then he hammers it down the straightaway. Had a bit of tough luck last year. Had a rock go through the radiator 1 week. Had to sit out, then had to wait for the radiator. Then he had another issue. Late last season, just tough for Darrell Rhodes. Now trying to get off to a good start with a third-place finish last Saturday night. Looking for a checkered flag win tonight. Hope everything's going okay in that hot tub and that email that I got earlier. Can't get that visual out of my mind of that gang sitting in the hot tub. I got a wireless mic. I could do it from a hot tub. We should bring a hot tub up here on the deck. Dammers for it. I'm not sure about H. Bring one up here. Yeah. Darrell Rhodes. Man, he is looking strong right now and looking for that checkered flag win. Could have been 2 in a row if they hadn't had that little misstep. Oh, watch out. Stay high. Stay high. Well, that's going to be the second solo spin right there. 73, Lincoln Morris is going to have to call it a night. He spun out 3 times in the main event. 2 of them caused a yellow. Well, 10 laps complete in this Advanced Auto Parts Street Stock main event. Brandon Spreen, your main event winner last week, trying to figure out how he's going to catch Darrell Rhodes. Will Arnold finished second last week. He's also trying to figure out how to catch Rhodes. Rhodes on the pole, restarts, wobbles in turn 4. Can Will Arnold or Brandon Spreen take advantage of it? Already there's a change of position. Will Arnold took advantage of a little mistake by Brandon Spreen, moved up into second. Coming out of turn 2, though, Brandon trying to gun it down right along the outside wall, right up next to those poster boards. See if he's able to regain second place going into turn 1 and 2. Arnold holds it low. Spreen goes high. And just like that, Brandon Spreen, that little hiccup didn't bother him. He held his breath. It went away, and now he's back to second. Darrell Rhodes looking good right there with 2 laps to go. Nobody has had anything on him tonight. Brandon Spreen and Will Arnold finishing first and second last Saturday night. Nothing for him tonight. 39, Chase Ellison. But that's going to do it. He's looking good with 1 lap to go. Down the back straightaway. Here comes your race winner. It's Darrell Rhodes in the 3D. Brandon Spreen second, and Will Arnold up in third. Well, Darrell Rhodes able to redeem himself this week, the second week of racing here at Cotton Bowl Speedway. Just such a tragedy last week where he was leading that race all the way around. As they were going into turn 3, there was a slower car in the back. Darrell came up on the low side, got caught behind that slow traffic. The other 2 cars, Brandon Spreen and Will Arnold, went around him, finished first and second like I've been talking about tonight. But not tonight. Everything has flipped as Darrell Rhodes takes first. Brandon Spreen backs up to second, and Will Arnold finishes up in third. Another race coming up in just a second. Email, racelocation@yahoo.com. Last minute emails. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Racelocation@yahoo.com. Appreciate you. Darrell Rhodes taking the celebratory checkered flag victory lap, and Cody Alexander going to be talking to a very excited Darrell Rhodes.
Woo-hoo! I told you.
Well, race fans, as Darrell Rhodes makes his way out of that 3D machine, let's give it up for him one more time. Getting all of his safety gear off tonight. And there he is. Darrell, I'm going to get you to sign this, and we're going to pass it to a kid here in just a second. Well, Darrell, as you cool off, grab your breath there for a minute. Man, you made it work.
Man, I made it work. That's right. You know, that 88 car is pretty tough. So is Will Arnold. You know, last week we battled, and I kind of got the short end of the stick, but tonight it was a lot better for us. You know, I'd like to thank, first off, Robbie Abshire for all the awesome work he does on my car. I thank our wives up there hooting and hollering for us. And WD Electrical Service, Showtime Signs, K&H Suspension, Bodies by Eric Martin. And I know I'm forgetting somebody, but thanks to all the fans for coming out, you know, and supporting us. Without y'all, we wouldn't be nothing, you know. And it was an awesome track, H.
Well, there you go, fans. Giving it up for his sponsors one more time, and those bosses right up here in the corner. And then a special thank you to Marion and H. Nauman for a great track.